And I remember watching that show as a very young child, and I was terrified by it. TV show may have legitimately left me traumatized, but I freaking loved that show. Hey everybody, welcome back to It's Too Late to Apologize Book Reviews. I'm Stella, and today we're going to be doing a tag. So this is the Astounding Science Fiction tag created by Michael K. Vaughan. So I'll link Michael's channel and his video down below so you can check it out. Question number 1. What was the first science fiction book that you read? And what did you think of it? I don't know if I remember the first science fiction novel that I read. I was really into those choose your own adventure stories back when I was in elementary school. I don't know if anybody else remembers those, but those were a lot of fun. And I'm pretty sure there was a science fiction novel in there somewhere that I just don't remember. But I think I vaguely remember reading one called The Monsters. And I remember it being really freaking scary. I didn't really distinguish between different genres of fiction when I was a kid. I mean, I liked Goosebumps and all that kind of stuff when I was a kid. But the first one that I can really say was the Roswell series when I was a kid. I really liked the Roswell series. And of course, they made like a TV show about it afterwards. Question number 2. What was the last science fiction book that you read? And what did you think of it? So the last science fiction book that I read would have been Gene Davis's Seeker. Again, this is an author friend of mine who work on each other's works. This is a book that hasn't been released yet. If anyone's interested in Gene's work, I'll leave it down below in the description box. And The Seeker will be coming out this year. I really enjoyed it. I gave Gene some feedback on it. I can't wait to reread it when she does release it. And Seeker is the last book in her Narvan series. The series in total is 5 books, one of them being a sort of novella about different characters' perspectives of events that happened off screen during the series. So, Seeker. Number 3, if you love science fiction, what made you love science fiction? I don't know exactly what made me love science fiction. Probably something that had a huge impact on that would have been Star Trek, The Next Generation. Loved it. I remember coming home every day from school and watching it. I absolutely loved it. Loved Terminator 2. I watched that movie on repeat. I could probably watch that movie and know every single line spoken. I loved Aliens. I also loved War of the Worlds when I was a kid. Like that TV show that came out, War of the Worlds, way back in the day. What year was that? What year was that? So the War of the Worlds TV show started in 1988, and I remember watching that show as a very young child, and I was terrified by it. I'd have like all these nightmares about aliens taking the place of like all my family members and stuff. TV show may have legitimately left me traumatized, but I freaking loved that show. Like it was so good. Anybody else watch that show? Question number 4. What is your favorite science fiction movie? Oh, this is difficult. This is difficult. So many good science fiction movies. One of my favorite science fiction movies is Another Earth. And I don't really hear many people talking about that movie. And it's a very slow-paced, character-driven movie, which, of course, is right up my alley. And it deals with the discovery of a duplicate Earth in the solar system, the merging of different dimensions or parallel universes. This girl who's the main character is sort of this ambitious student. She's been accepted to MIT. While celebrating her acceptance to MIT, ends up in this sort of collision course with this man who is a composer, and this sort of tragic accident ensues, which complicates everything in both of those people's lives. And so I loved that movie. It's one of my favorites. Although I love lots of different science fiction movies. Another really close one would be Interstellar. I loved Interstellar. Contact is another great one. All right, question number 5. What is your favorite science fiction TV show? Okay, so if I had to pick a TV show, it would have been Star Trek: The Next Generation. I love that TV show. Number 6. What science fiction book do you feel should be read more often? Oh, I'm not sure. I feel like I have so much science fiction that I need to read, but I think one thing I would say that probably a lot of people wouldn't quantify as science fiction would be Slaughterhouse-Five by Kurt Vonnegut. That is one of my favorite novels of all time, and I so rarely hear many people talk about it. I know that it's considered a classic, but not a lot of people talk about it. Or is it just me? Maybe it's just me who doesn't hear people talk. Maybe there's a huge swath of the internet talking about it and I just have no idea. Stranger things have happened. Number 7, what is your favorite science fiction short story? Now, this is a big gap in my reading. I don't especially love short stories. Same thing with poetry. I struggle with short stories and poetry. And so I've sort of trying to make it my mission to include more short stories. I bought a huge bind up of Ray Bradbury's short stories and also Kurt Vonnegut's short stories, and other short story collections from other authors. And so I want to get more into short stories. So I don't feel like I have a very valid answer for this because I don't read much short stories. So yeah, I don't have an answer for this one. Boo. And then number 8, what is your favorite science fiction book? This is difficult. I guess I would say Slaughterhouse-Five. And some people might say that, it's not science fiction, but I mean, there's aliens in it. So, I mean, I'd consider that science fiction. I mean, is the character imagining these aliens? Is it all in his head? Potentially, but there are aliens in it. I would say right now, it'd be a toss-up between Dune and Slaughterhouse-Five for my favorite science fiction novel right now. That's what I'm going to go with. So, those are my answers. What are your thoughts? Answer these questions in the comments down below if you'd like. Please like and subscribe so that more people can discover some great books. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.